今日はこの人を迎えてスペシャルをお送りします。
Thank you.
Is this your first visit here?
Yeah, this is my first visit to Japan.
I thought you might have dropped by, incognito.
No, I never did. To the airport once.
Oh, you pat?
I was lost.
How's the country?
I didn't really see very much, a little bit. The first 2 days I slept, sort of on and off. But today I went out a little bit, and tonight I'm going to go out a bit more. So I have to tell you in a week.
Yeah,
It looks like it could be fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The way buildings are bunched up together?
Well, that's pretty like that everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
But no, it looks very clean compared to New York and ordered.
Could you tell us how your concert was realized? How did it happen that you came over
When I came here? Well, I was having this holiday from the Rolling Stones, and I was invited to come here and to play. And I thought, well, I don't know. They invited me before 15 years ago.
Right.
And so this time I have to be more sure.
That you can come.
So I wasn't really sure. So then I thought, well, maybe it's not going to happen. But eventually, they made everything work. So here I am.
And how many years? I saw you in 1982 in London.
Yeah.
Was that was the last
long concert.
Right. When you have a big concert like this, do you keep yourself in shape by you reach somewhere that you run 7 miles?
Well, no.
You know?
No, I don't do it. It's very bad. Please don't run 7 miles a day.
Oh, you used to run, right?
No, it's very bad. I saw, today I went to the park and saw this famous, I can't remember her name, a famous lady marathon runner. She was running round and round. It made me exhausted just to see her. It's really tiring. So please don't run that much.
I thought you learned dancing too. You did
A little bit of dance.
But the way you move around on the stage, it's natural, right?
Yeah. It's not a choreograph.
Yeah, I can tell you that. So I ask you because Mick Jagger has created the image of the typical rock artist, really wait a storm. And don't have anybody ask you that when you have to have a concert, you have to play your own image you have created yourself. See?
Well, I don't know about the images. I think you have to don't worry about images too much.
You don't?
No.
You never felt like
be
that.
yourself and don't worry about image.
Could you tell us more about the previous 2 solo albums? The first, we were kind of surprised when you came up with a solo. I think at the time you chose Nile Rodgers and
Bill as well, yeah.
as producer.
Actually, that album was done very quickly. I felt like doing a record that didn't take very long, and just go in and work with different people, and just put
a jam
very fast, more. Just go in and jam on the songs, which I had a lot of fun doing, because sometimes rock and roll becomes too painstaking. It's nice to be painstaking sometimes, get everything exactly right, but that can drive you a little crazy. I like to do it sometimes fast. And in the second album, it was more thoughtful, and I took a bit more care than I did on She's a Boss album. So Dave did 2 or 3 tracks, and I did some myself, and some with Keith Diamond. And in between that, I did the Dirty Work, Stones album, which was quite a meticulous album. So sometimes it's quite hard work in the studio. So now I'm happy to be doing a show instead of being in the studio.
Is the system of making your own music, does it differ depending on the album? The first solo album was a quickie.
Yeah. Well, it just depends. You want them to go as quickly as possible. I do, because I don't like to. For me, the first time you do a song is the most exciting, and if you do it like over and over and over, it loses the excitement.
And you throw away the song, or?
Yeah, sometimes. But I think that rock and roll should be a fast medium, but more and more it's become more technical and more programmed.
More like
machine and computer
like
and marketing and so on. Big business and so on. So that's life.
You have been mainly creating rock and roll, that means dance music, right? Dance music.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell us how you baptized to the rock and roll or rhythm and blues, or about the first encounter?
Well, I mean, when I was very young, and I used to see when blues and rhythm and blues singers used to come to England, I used to go to the shows and see
Americans.
Yeah, and go and see them. And people there were kind of more blues than rhythm and blues, because rhythm and blues wasn't really allowed. They didn't like it. If you came to England and played electric guitars or things like that, they said, no, we don't want you to play electric guitar, we want you just to play folk blues. So when you used to go and see these people, they would play more traditional styles. But people like Memphis Slim and so on, Sonny Boy Williamson, they were kind of also gospel bands were coming together. And so when I was 13 or 14, 15, I used to go and see those shows, and they were a great inspiration. But also there was all kinds of other things going on at that time.
From
radio. It was in the radio, Elvis and so on. And also country music was popular. And we had these things in England called skiffle bands.
That's where you started.
Yeah, and everyone had a skiffle band. The Beatles had a skiffle band. And every band started really like that.
That was around the time when you were in
Alexis Corner, yeah. Yeah, that was in the very early 60s.
But at the same time, you were a business administration student, right?
No, not really. I was studying economics and politics. I wasn't a business administration. It would have been kind of useful for me now. But there was no business in it. I was at college and I didn't really get a lot of work done because every weekend I was singing with bands and so on, clubs. So that my work really suffered, so I had to make a choice, which was a kind of tough choice at the time, because, you didn't think that any of this was on.
Yeah, but you did. Yeah. And that was 60...
No, it's too many years ago.
Too many years ago. Each time you come up on an album, I can see you do some experimenting sounds, something new.
Yeah, but I'm very much traditional rock and roll person as well. But I'd like to play the sounds a lot. But quite often when I come to make the records, I go in a much more traditional way, because I have a very traditional background as far as a lot of sound is concerned. And now I like to use drum programs, but I also like to use drum as well. So I'm pretty conservative as far as that's concerned. I think that, because I just love drums, because it's so physical. I love to watch them play, and I like to interact with live drums when I'm singing, in the studio as well as live. And it's very difficult to interact with you can't interact with a program in the same way. We just can't do it, because you have to program it, and then you have to go and sing it over. Whereas if you sing it with the drummer, you can make adjustments and you can make adjustments. in a live way. So for me, I prefer to sing with drums. And also, I prefer time that moves. You know, in records like Honky Tonk Women, it starts off at a certain speed, and then it speeds up and speeds up and speeds up.
Right.
So at the end, it starts at 100 beats a minute and ends at 130. But all music now starts at the same beats a minute and ends at the same beats a minute. So if you don't do that, your record will sound strange to people, but they don't know really why. So everything has become more set. You know? So time is much more set than it used to be, and sounds are more set than they used to be. It's just sort of evolved like that, mainly through the use of machines.
So when you're recording, do you record at the same time with the drummer, or?
Yeah, sometimes, but sometimes to do programs. It's just, I never did programs with the Rolling Stones, but I do programs on my own. But I mean, almost 100% of the music you hear is all programs on the radio. You never hear anything that isn't, unless it's older than.
Well, but now they got human element thing, you know.
Program human element.
Right. And you know.
I know you can program human elements, but for a performer, it's more fun to actually have
the rapport.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah, it's much better for a performer.
Do you have any plans for any extra concerts in any other part of the world?
Not at the moment, but we'll see.
This is something.
This Japanese tour is just something apart. We'll see what happens. Maybe.
And after that, possible Stones album?
After that, the Stones album I hope very quickly to make a quick album. But I think that's going to be the end of this year.
Yeah.
Start that.
Oh, you keep contact with all the members?
Yes, by the ether. No, yeah, I do it on the phone. So, yeah, we will probably start that project at the end of this year.
Finesthit というわけで来日のミック・ジャガーのインタビューを中心にお送りいたしました。インタビューが終わりまして、スタッフに丁寧に挨拶をしてミック・ジャガーは帰ってきました。さあ、それではベスティック USA、ここで今週のトップ10簡単に紹介しておきましょう。10位 I Want Her Keith Sweat。 9位 Get Out of My Dreams Get Into My Car Billy Ocean。 8位 Just Like Paradise David Lee Roth。 7位 She's Like the Wind Patrick Swayze。 6位 Out of the Blue Debbie Gibson。 5位 Man in the Mirror Michael Jackson。 4位 Endless Summer Nights Richard Marx。 3位 I Get Weak Belinda Carlisle。 2位 Never Gonna Give You Up Rick Astley。 そして今週の第1位は Father Figure George Michael。 ということでジョージ・マイケルが4週連続1位と最近にない強さを見せておりますけども、この勢いが来週も続くんです。